can't come in. Get lost. Fuck off. If you want, you can't come in here. Lost, amigo. Cartel business only. Or you're fucking dead. Believe me, muerto. You're fucking luck. I'm this close to coming out and kicking your ass. Come out and kill you if you don't stop. Got me, hombre? You keep this up, and I'm gonna shoot you. Right in the fucking head.
Yeah, you keep saying, but I don't understand why Rico never uses these cars. They're like caged animals. It's just cruel. Hey, if I had this collection, you better believe I'd let these babies run free.
Yeah, I could see that.
I'm not saying cars have emotions, but there's a real aura of neglect in here.
Yeah, agreed. But we don't question the boss. You know that.
Oh, that one over there. You ever heard the engine on one of those things? Brrr. Brrr's like a little cheetah, eh? Hey, but you'd never know it from hanging around here, though.
And you know, metal, plastic, leather, rubber, they're just machines, parce.
You don't get a dog unless you're willing to take it out for walks. Same thing with a beautiful car. She needs to run, move, get things flowing again.
You can do whatever you want when you get a garage full of expensive cars. Lo que usted quiera.
Yeah, I hear you. It's just such a waste. These things are built to tear up a road, and they just sit in here gathering dust. I bet Rico doesn't even appreciate them.
Hey. Don't get too carried away, huh?
I just mean the garage bums me out. It's exactly like one of those backyard zoos where everything's all fenced in, huh? Too close to move.
It's better to have a room full of idle cars than a room full of idle lions. That's my opinion.
That's a classic. Do you remember that kid who tried to sell us his kidney? Idiota. Do I look like some kind of organ broker?
Top this. Police informant, sledgehammer, and liquid nitrogen.
So, this...
Okay, but my favorite, my absolute favorite, has to be that reporter who kept telling people to avoid the rope bridges. 2 days later, she crosses one and ends up falling into the ravine. Puta malparida.
Yeah, I remember. That one was messed up. Do you remember when Delgado got real personal with that doctor who didn't want to deal with the bullet wound for us? He was reading the Hippocratic Oath off the poor bastard wall while the rest of us shot his legs to Swiss cheese. That was a little weird, right? But I'd say pretty poetic, too.
So, this new...
Oh, see. That was a good one. Do you remember when we had to deal with that idiot? He cried so much he pissed his pants. Poor guy. I think it was his mother who took out the loan. But Delgado said to go after the family.
Ah, we get a lot of shit for being cruel, but I think Delgado's real reasonable when he wants to be. Hey, you remember that guy who tried to use his damn dog as a shield when the guys came for him? Big dog, too, but scared shitless. Not a fighter, but neither was his dumbass owner. My niece fucking loves that dog, though. You've never seen an animal enjoy a tea party as much as that thing does.
So, this new huevon...
Oh, see. Here's a good one. Remember the tourists who decided to sell our own drugs back to us? I heard Delgado took him to the fields.
Yeah, I get you. I think the ones I remember best are the real loud, flashy ones. Anytime you fucking know the neighbors heard you and they're just praying in their closet until you leave. Anytime the whole neighborhood's full of smoke and ash because Delgado wanted one little shithole wiped off the map. Yeah, that's real shit.
So this new
Yeah, but I still don't get it. Why doesn't Delgado trust his own people? Why the gringos?
I don't know. They do seem pretty edgy. Yeah, and they don't have any manners.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. We should watch our backs. Don't trust no gringo. They might have worked in Somalia or whatever fucking stinkhole they brag about, but they would never survive here. Not without us covering their asses.
Yeah, but we need the manpower. Yeah, they are tough as shit, but I agree. They couldn't survive without us. Survival of the fittest, right? That's what my sister told me. Something to do with a guy called Darwin or something.
Oh, come on. It's not just that. I don't like them. They don't know us, our culture. They are mercenarios. They will stab us in the back the moment they get a better deal.
I think they are all right. The way they treat people around here is disgusting. But I'm sure they're good at their job, as long as they don't start getting addicted to the supply. We should be good.
But seriously, would you trust them? These gringos work for pay. We work for loyalty to Delgado. There is a huge difference.
Yeah, they are real scumbags. But don't worry. Delgado won't promote any of them. They're fucking disposable to him. You know Mr. Rufus, right? That crazy pet monkey? Well, he has the final say on any art deals. I shit you not. Delgado has him calling the shots on million-dollar paintings. Go figure.
Yeah, but what can we do? The rich have a different mindset than the rest of us. Maybe there's some clever logic behind it all that we just can't see.
Come on, man. Did you see that new art thing he bought? It's like an old Nazi airplane covered in gold and diamonds. It's too heavy to even fly.
You know, a lot of people are just jealous. But I think Delgado's seeing things that normal people don't see. That's why he's such a successful businessman.
Hey, that's bullshit. Take his collection of cowboy boots, right? Made from rare or extinct animals. He bought the 3 last living Tasmanian wolves just to have a set of boots made from their hide. They just sit in a cupboard. He never even wears them, the crazy fucker.
Well, the way I see it, when you make all that money on business, you can use it any damn way you like. Let's not be judgmental.
Are you serious? You see Delgado's new car? These Formula One cars can't even run on the shitty dirt roads around here. It's ridiculous. So he got out and started shooting the road. I'm not kidding. He was like, "You damn dirt road, I'ma kill you."
Let's not be too hard on him. You know, some people say he's really smart. Like a genius. Only he's acting a little bit loco to keep people guessing.
What the hell is wrong with you, woman? I'm just asking for a little fun. You, me, a few lines of fun, and you can guess the rest.
Look, you are being a creep. If the gal finds out, it won't do us any good, okay?
Ah, you're such a cock tease. Seriously, the ladies love me. It's just a hot tub party. I promise. I'll take you around the world and then the stars. You'll thank me.
In your dreams. Now let me get back to work.
Come on, don't be so hard to get. It's just a hot bubble bath with a hot stallion like myself. How could you resist?
I don't think so. You must think we South Americans are so loose. Believe me, we are not.
Come on, honey. It'll be fun, I promise. The boss will never know we even used this hot tub.
You are disgusting and stupid. There is no way in hell I'm getting a hot tub with you. I already tried it, and you guys are just a disappointment. The drugs don't do you any favors.
You know something? Raking leaves is good for the soul. You're removing the old, making room for the new. A very beautiful thing if you think about it.
To what makes you happy, I guess.
It is pretty repetitive, yeah. But That doesn't have to be a bad thing. I find it pretty soothing. Like meditation.
Whatever you say, man.
I guess what I appreciate most is how tangible my progress feels. You can really tell when you're helping plants thrive. And they can't hide it the way people can.
I don't know if that's really my thing, but I'm glad you're into it.
I don't know if you've ever tried it, but you should. It's a very productive, healing thing. Taking care of a plant. I bet it would do you a lot of good.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
And of course, when it's all done, you get the satisfaction of looking at how green and healthy and cared for it all is.
Actually, I'm more into woodwork these days.
You know something? Raking leaves is good for the soul. You're removing the old, making room for the new. A very beautiful thing if you think about it.
I guess I can't argue with the results.
¿Sabes? It's so nice to talk to a fellow film lover. I'd never thought you were that type. You've always come across as more of 80s action film type of guy, even if your taste in action films is a little more exquisite. Well, anyway, you really surprised me. Never judge a film by its poster, right? Oh, that was lame. I'm sorry. Please go on.
You know, you are fascinating. I think I'm falling in love.
I can't believe I almost forgot Sarmiento. She's required viewing too, as far as I'm concerned. There's a lot less of pageantry in there, and our more mainstream European influences are unavoidable. But she still really strikes at some crucial ideas. Como que men, women, people, life, interrogating the lenses through which we all perceive each other, the delusions so many other films eagerly perpetuate. And if you dig into her catalog, you can really see her there as an individual.
You know what my all-time favorite movie is? Orson Welles' Touch of Evil. I know. Heston as a Mexican is one of the strangest whitewashed castings of all time. It's right up there with John Wayne as Genghis Khan, huh? But to me, the film is imperfect perfection. Everyone else in that film is great, and the photography. Everyone always talks about the opening scene, but the rest is just brilliant. And it really gets the racism, you know? It's bleak and unapologetic. It's Welles' masterpiece, if you ask me. But I love all his films.
Can you see Hollywood do remake of any of the Zedu Kaichao movies? No, it's too individualistic. It's like a fantasist John Cassavetes, a horror equivalent of John Waters, a subversive David Lynch. And yet his films are just spat upon as trash. I don't get it.
Yeah, I see what you mean. But I've always been more to Buñuel, especially his South American movies. El Ángel, Exterminador, Viridiana, Ensayo de Increment, and Los Olvidados. Now that film talks to me. It might have been made in 1950, but it's my life he is showing. It's timeless. I thought he lost it when he moved to Paris. Everyone's always raging on about Belle de Jour, but it's a romantic picture of the bored ruling class. But I did like Phantom of Liberty. That was just funny. Like an art house take on the Kentucky Fried Movie. But let's not go there, even though that's pretty funny too, especially stoned.
Oye, you know I could go on for days about this stuff. But, no te quiero aburrir. I could recommend a few books if you wanted to brush up. Crackpot by Waters, Hitchcock by Truffaut, something like an autobiography by Kurosawa, Fellini on Fellini by, well, Fellini. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I tend to be carried away. But they are all really fascinating insights to ways of thinking, even if you don't like the subject's films. So, tell me what else you like.
Hey, you surprised me. You know an awful lot, even some real obscure shit. But I do have a soft spot for some of the Hong Kong stuff. Yeah, sure. I love the action films made by Wu, Chan, Do, Yuen Wu Ping, Wang Jing, And sweetheart, he's a misunderstood genius. But I really love Wong Kar-wai. I swear, he must have been Latin American in his previous life. His films are so beautiful. I move to tears almost every time. I mean, Happy Together? You know, I'm not into that scene. I'm Catholic. But love is love, right? I cried like a girl at the end. It was so moving. But don't tell anyone. Yeah, I really love his films.
Muy bonito. Interest, poetry, fine cooking, and jiu-jitsu. That's an interesting combo. From Italy. I see. Number one rule: a little party never killed anybody. Amen to that. Come on, come on! Yes! Oh, that's a world record. I'm the Snake Master. I'm a freaking legend. Ah, sweet. And you told me I never amount to anything? In your face, Señor Sánchez. Puta mierda. How the hell could they throw away a game like that? Don't you know people have big freaking money on football games, you criminals? Oh. And El Verde wins. Great. Just great. Mierda. Where's the dislike button when you need one? Oh. You gotta do something about that profile picture. You look as nutty as my cousin Gustavo, and he's actually loco. Just pay a professional for a headshot, for Christ's sake.
I mean, sure, I'm not gonna pretend I'm not attracted to Catalina. She's a beautiful woman, way sharper than anyone gives her credit for. And you know, in some ways, it's my job to humor her. Make sure she has a good time like everyone else. Maybe I let her cross a line there. Maybe I crossed the line too. Maybe Rico wouldn't see it my way, but I know I'm in the right here.
Look, I'm just gonna say it. No woman is worth dying for. Just get that into your head for me, okay, puppy?
You know when the next party's gonna be?
Just be smart about it. If Rico catches on, they'll hide your body just as well as they hit your amigo's clothes.
Yeah, that was a wild night, huh? Hey, look, don't tell anyone else, but I'm pretty sure Catalina was sending me some serious signals. Now, I don't know what happened, but I don't want to cross Rico. That guy, he'd fucking murder me if he knew.
I guess do whatever you gotta do.
Hey, I'm not looking to get killed over this or anything either. I mean, her and I, we just kind of click. How's a man supposed to fight that? Goddamn impossible.
Don't worry, man. I won't say a word. Just don't do it again, huh? My neck's worth a lot more to me than yours. You hear me?
Right, exactly. Hey, but it's not like you go into a night like that knowing how you're going to come out of it. One minute you decide you want to go for a little swim. The next minute someone hides your clothes and you gotta run off with nothing but your dick in your hands.
You sure you don't just like playing with fire?
Okay, this is surreal. I'm not leaving here until we play another round. You hear me? You owe me another chance to make this right.
Are you deaf? This game is over. It's no use crying over spilled milk. You gotta know when to walk away, right?
Are you serious? I am not walking out of here looking like a total asshole. That's my money on the table, man. That's my money.
You're digging yourself in a hole here, amigo. You lost fair and square. Just pack it up and call it a day, okay? Don't embarrass yourself.
Listen, I'm putting my house on the line, right? You give me one last shot at winning my money back, and if I lose again, you got a nice house with a kidney-shaped pool, okay?
We're done here, amigo. Stop bitching and be a big boy. Maybe I'll give you a chance to lose some more money another time. I'm a nice guy, but everybody's got a red line, you know?
I don't fucking believe it! How could I lose with a hand like that? It's mathematically impossible! All right, you need to give me a chance to win that money back.
You just gotta get used to it. Just suck it up, amigo. That money on the table, that's my money now. Ain't a goddamn thing you can do about it.
Don't even get me started on Marta. That whole scheme of hers is just reckless. She's going to get herself and Alex killed.
They're gonna reset everything in a few weeks anyway.
Don't go in there! That's where Ruiz planted the deadly spiders he stole from the laboratorio.
Hey, what's wrong with you? Why do you like this show so much?
I'll bet you any amount of money, right here, right now, that Vicente is that baby's father. Look at that nose. That is not Hugo's nose.
Hey, didn't we see this episode already?
Every time I think Marina can't get more evil, she pushes someone else down the stairs.
Yeah, but it's all a reflection of life. TV's our mirror. It might be hard to watch, but it's the truth.
I can't believe that Selena is going for the doctor when we know that his sister killed Selena's mother while sleeping with her father. It's a disgrace.
Right. It's my turn for the remote.
I'm telling you, I can feel a breeze.
Ah, I can't feel a thing.
There has got to be a secret door here. I can feel it.
If there was, don't you think we'd have found it?
No, it's because we're looking in the wrong places. There is a reason why they call it a secret door. And when I find it, I'll be rich.
Oh, yeah. The secret treasure. What are you, 7? Jesus, get a life. I'm gonna go do my rounds.
Whatever, man. Don't come running to me when a giant boulder is rolling down towards you. It is here. I can feel it. A force that is flowing through my veins. This is the key. This is bigger than over Shangri-La, Atlantis. The secret of the universe lies here. Somewhere. It's as good as proven that Atlantis was off the coast of Bolivia at this point. The science is all there if you just approach it with an open mind. If you look at the evidence, the world did end in 2012, but we were never in the world. We're data on a backup hard drive, just spinning in the universe forever. But you gotta ask yourself, why would they bind the skulls like that, unless they were imitating something they saw? Visitors. They come down and they start trying to integrate with us, so we get all these mummies. But why did they leave? That's the real question. No one wants to talk about how they moved all those materials around to build all these huge structures. They don't want to talk about it, because if they did, they would have to acknowledge how the secrets to unlocking the full potential of human mind and body are being kept in a vault somewhere. All the proof you need is in history. All the shit we used to be capable of. And now? Now we need 2 people just to move a couch up a flight of stairs? I don't buy it. The crazy thing about the Nazca lines is that aliens definitely made them. Why else would you draw something like that on the ground if it wasn't for someone flying overhead? Hola! 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 Wow, that's cool as shit, man. Hola! Anyone there?
Did you hear Javier stole the love letter Hector Delgado wrote for Martinez? Had to jump out of a window before Hector discovered him. I think he hurt his leg in the process.
Yeah, I heard. He even passed the letter around the basement bar at the party last night.
Weird to think Hector and Martinez used to be an item. I mean, he's batshit crazy and she's so hyper luxurious. She can't even stand to be in her village mansion for too long. Talk about an odd couple.
Yeah, I'd love to see her face if she ever found the letter, though. Rumor has it, she hates him.
That's my impression as well. Sad for Hector. He's still crazy about her. So, this new huevon Rico's brought in, the Vanisher, what the hell kind of name is that anyway?
It's like his artist name or something. He makes people disappear, you know?
So does Rico's hippo. but he doesn't have a fancy name.
This guy's probably a little less crunchy, if you know what I mean. He's a forger and a master mentalist. He makes new identities and imprints them into people's minds. Rico used him on that one guy.
Whatever happened to just using a gun in your face, no?
Progress, amigo. Progress.
You notice how Rico's been acting unusually brutal these past couple of days? Feels like he's upset about something. Well, sure. Mijo, his pet hippo, hasn't been himself lately, and the boss is really upset about it. The specialist thinks it might be food poisoning.
Really? That's interesting.
What? What do you know?
Well, remember that treacherous mule we blocked last week? You asked me to dispose of the body, no? But we had run out of the jet fuel we normally use, and I didn't want to haul the body all the way over to the construction site. I sort of fed the body to the hippo.
You didn't. His body had half a kilo of cocaine hidden inside it.
I didn't know that. How was I supposed to know that?
You're dead. You are so dead.
Hey, what's up with the limb? Are you going all gangsta on us now, amigo?
Nah, man. Last night, during the party, oh man, it's so stupid. I ended up in Hector's room and found the letter he's been spending so much time on. The one from Martinez?
That really is stupid. He called you and beat you, no?
Nah, man, nobody catches me. But I did have to climb out the window. Jumped down before Hector saw me, busted my leg in the fall.
You are an idiot. You know that?
I guess Hector and Martinez was an item back in the day. And he wants to rekindle the flame, as he writes. It's actually very moving. I'm not a romantic guy or anything, but I must admit I felt something stir inside me when I read it. Yeah, he wrote it for Martinez. I'm telling you, this shit is publishable. He'd make a fortune settling down as a romantic book writer. Beats the hell out of that garden lady and her paperbacks. Not sure what Martinez would say if she saw it.
They never would have made it into the country without my help. You know how difficult it is to fake entry permits to the US these days?
I can only imagine. I have a cousin living there. He can't even get out of the country.
Rose, Parvati, all those people Rico's friend wanted to get to Colorado. I spent 3 weeks creating documents, hacking databases, performing low-level hypnosis on them. Rose almost blew it at the airport, of course. That man was more neurotic than Sigmund Freud.
Hypnosis? Really?
Of course. Creating the identity on paper and in databases is only half the job. The recipient needs to live the new identity long enough to fool the authorities. Hypnosis helps them get into character. Huh. Franco's been suggesting that he can achieve the same with low doses of LSD, but trials on volunteers hasn't exactly been successful.
So that was what all the screaming was about.
Yeah. Becoming someone else isn't for everyone. We lost another mole last night. Just heard from Martinez that the guy I spent 2 months on was found headless in the Rio Grande. Damned waste.
Javier is dead? Oh, man, he had a family.
Javier. Was that his name? Oh well. If it's any consolation, he wasn't really going to come back as Javier. The intensity of the alteration procedures we performed on his mind effectively erased his old personality. He was what his passport stated and nothing more. I wonder what went wrong. The Merinos must have access to some incredibly sensitive information to be able to bust these identities.
Remind me never to volunteer for any of those Moreno infiltration missions.
If you value who you are today, that is an advisable strategy to follow.
You talk to Rico a lot, right? Working on papers for that Yankee friend of his. Who is that guy, really?
I don't really know. My curiosity got the better of me a while back, so I did some research. Looked through the usual databases. Nothing. The guy just doesn't exist.
So not even the might of the Vanisher can succeed here. That must really hurt.
More than you know. All I can tell is that probably he's American, but could be of Eastern European or even Asian descent. There are virtually no tracks anywhere. Whoever spent time erasing his past was either extremely talented or part of a bigger group. Not sure which is worse, to be honest.
Well, Rico seems to be on his good side. So maybe it's not so important who he is.
Y a mí que me importa. Let's just go for a drive or something.
It's just that we have to be careful. People are starting to talk.
Y a mí que me importa. Can I see you tonight? I miss you like crazy.
This is loco. Look, I love you, but people have been killed for less than this. I'm scared I can't protect you if word gets around.
¿Sabes qué más? All the diamonds and the gold in the world can't keep me away from you. I don't care anymore.
There's nothing I want more than to be with you.
If you're thinking about that hassle, forget about him. He's not half the man you are. You make me feel like a real woman.
Hey, let's not go overboard, baby. What happens in Caracas stays in Caracas. Out here, it's a different story.
One hell of a night out in Bogota.
See, it's a dirty job, but somebody's gotta do it, huh? Had to visit 6 bars, running up quite a few bills, and then straight up to Santa Fe Red Light District.
All to cover up what we did to that one guy?
Yeah, apparently Rico's mysterious friend didn't want the guy dead, so the Vanisher decided to create a fake bender for him. Dropped his ass in a whorehouse in Zona de Tolerancia. Fun times, actually.
Beats digging graves and feeding bodies to the hippos, that's for sure.